welcome to DL Community Calendar this week, and I am here today with Will Daggett. Hi, Will.
Pleasure to be here.
Nice young kid. Holbrook Farms Retreat coming up, 5K run, walk, race for survivors. Tell me about what you've got going. You're an Eagle Scout. First of all, what troop are you from? Tell me a little bit about being an Eagle Scout.
Yeah, so I'm a Life Scout from Troop 656, and this is my Eagle Scout project so that I can attain the rank of Eagle after this project is done. The project is a 5K run walk hosted at Holbrook Farms Retreat Center, which is at 51383 Bucks Mill Road, which is right on Holbrook Lake. That's south of DL, about 8 miles.
Okay. And so what do you do with, what is Holbrook Farms Retreat? I mean, what are they doing? And you said it's a race for survivors. Before we started this program, you were telling me a lot about why you feel passion to do this.
So this project came about for a variety of reasons. The people who host... Well, first, I'll preface with just explaining what Holbrook Farms is. Holbrook Farms is a retreat center for the spouses of fallen service members. So every year, Holbrook Farms pays for travel and a stay at their property so that they can essentially get better, because they've actually talked with many of them, and one of the greatest things which helps towards recovery from a traumatic event, such as losing a loved one in military service, is being around people who've gone through a similar experience and need the same help.
And so you just, how did you get inspired to do this? Like you said, your dad is involved in the military?
Yeah, so my dad has been in the Air Force for 24 years now. Also, and I, in fact, have military aspirations after high school. I'm also an avid runner. I run with the Holly Cross Country team. And as a scout, I needed a good project to do as my Eagle project. So it all kind of just came together perfectly for this event to happen. And so I mentioned it to my parents, and they got me in contact with the Holbrook Farms Board of Directors, and it kind of just went from there.
Awesome. That's great. Okay, so Holbrook Farms Retreat, 5K run, walk, race for survivors. It's Saturday, May 18th. What do they need to know about it? So it's registration's 8 to 9 a.m. Race starts at 9:30 a.m.
Yes. And also there is an open house, so whether you run, walk, or don't run at all, you can attend there and show your support. The open house will actually run until 1 o'clock, so don't feel pressured to get up super early if you don't need to.
Okay. And so the main goal of this for you said personally is to raise awareness so that more people will give money, be supportive of it, so that more people can get help through the retreat, right?
Well, yeah. I could host a fundraising drive for Holbrook Farms or something, but I feel like getting it involved in the community, having people know what their mission is, what good work they're doing out there, and more people being able to volunteer and support monetarily and all that stuff will be better than any donation I could provide.
That's awesome. Tell me one last thing before we go. Eagle Scout, it's no small feat to become an Eagle Scout, so talk to me a little bit about that. Yeah,
so the Eagle Scout Award is only awarded to about 4% of people who start scouting. It's pretty prestigious, and it hasn't been a necessarily easy journey. You need to go through a multitude of merit badges and knowledge and leadership positions within your own troop, which all culminates in this Eagle Scout project, which is meant to be the ultimate test of your leadership ability through all the lessons you've learned in scouting.
Wow, that's impressive. I have 2 nephews that are Eagle Scouts, and I know it takes a lot of work. Mm-hmm. And I just admire your leadership. It's great young people. Once again, that's a Holbrook Farms Retreat, and that's 5K run, walk, race for survivors. Saturday, May 18th. Registration 8 to 9 a.m. Race starts at 9:30. Free will donation. You can learn more at holbrookfarmsmn.com. Thank you, Will.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, and we'll be back with more DL Community Calendar right after this. Hi, welcome back to DL Community Calendar. I'm here with Nancy Fisher, one of my favorite organizations, Friends of Tamarack. It's a good thing. And it's Dilly Bar time again. I love this fundraiser.
I do too.
Yeah, it's really fun, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. Okay, so look at this nice thing. And they brought us Dilly Bars here, so we get to have some after the show. So that's super nice. Tell us a little bit about, first of all, let's go. First of all, the Dilly Bar sale is coming up. So it's Monday, May 13th. And you deliver May 17th. But tell me a little bit about it, and then we'll talk about Tamarack a little bit.
All right. If you want to order Dilly Bars, you need to order by Monday, May 13th. And we kind of approach this as a Dillygram. So it's an opportunity for everyone to tell someone, thank you, I'm thinking of you. Basically, you purchase a box of Dilly Bars for $16, and then the Friends of Tamarack will actually deliver that box to whomever you want to thank, or just, again, say, I'm thinking of you. For example, we've got grandchildren that will send boxes to their grandparents just as a special little treat. Or you could also purchase a ticket, and you can use that ticket at both the Detroit Lakes and the Perham Dairy Queen, and you can go in, just give them the ticket, and you'll get your box of Dilly Bars.
Yeah, and I love this. I was involved with Tamarack, Friends of Tamarack, when this was going on, and I was in the schools when they got delivered to students. So just remember out there, there's so many opportunities. The kids went crazy.
I bet.
Yeah, because they delivered like 4 boxes, and it goes to a great cause, helping kids to get into the outdoors. So here are the kids that get to go into the outdoors, but also the fundraiser is supporting that. So it's both. And the kids were excited. It was awesome. And then I was also at the Humane Society when they got a couple boxes. You know, all these people that do great work, you can send them to your banker, to your favorite store, to your pet sitter, your babysitter. It's just great, isn't it?
Absolutely. Anybody. And again, proceeds do go for environmental education out at Tamarack. We have over 1,000 kids come out to Tamarack each year, and proceeds from this go to help pay for busing, supplies, things like that. So it's an awesome opportunity to help us make sure that we are developing those future stewards that are going to care about places like Tamarack.
Right. You know, and I've also been on that end, too, with the kids at Tamarack. A lot of these kids don't get outdoors, and a lot of times our kids are too connected to the internet, to their computers. And if we don't raise kids that see the value of being outdoors, know it, they won't have an appreciation for it, and then they won't care for it. And we need to instill that and get them outside. I mean, it's good for every kid. And the programs they have, they get to journal, they get to hike, they learn about trees. It's amazing. These kids love it, don't they?
You know, they absolutely do. And it's amazing the number of kids that come out to Tamarack that have never been in woods.
Right.
You know, so it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of kids at the end of the day that will tell us, you know, this is the best day of my life, just because they've been able to get out there and experience, you know, the wilderness and see some animals and just learn about the different habitats and things about the environment. So
Right. And so with Friends of Tamarack, they need money to support these kids to come out there. Buses, the supplies, all that takes money. So this is a great fun fundraiser, because who doesn't like Dilly Bars as the weather's getting warmer? And it's also an opportunity for you not only to support Friends of Tamarack, but to support the people who you appreciate in our community. Parents, grandparents, kids, students, people in your life, your hairdresser, you know, whoever.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so it's really fun to see all these cases of boxes going out, getting delivered, and people all excited, like, what is this? And so it's the old-fashioned candygram kind of philosophy. Who doesn't like getting a little treat? So remember again, it's order your Dilly Bars by Monday, May 13th. To someone you appreciate. They'll deliver May 17th, or you can get a card, right? And
Correct.
then they can pick it up on themselves. A box of 6 is $16. Remember, it's a fundraiser, so this is going to a good cause. And how do they buy these? Like, how do they order them? We've got some information here.
Yep, you can look on our website, info@Tamarack, or send us an email, info@tamarackfriends.org, or give me a call. Again, my name is Nancy, at 218-844 1767. There's also going to be our board of directors is going to be out in the community selling, so you can kind of keep an eye out for them. But we'll have flyers hanging up all over town, both in Detroit Lakes and in Perham with all the information.
Right, great. So order some dilly bars, help out Friends of Tamarack, help out the kids getting outdoors, and thank somebody that you appreciate in our community. And thank you, Nancy. And we'll be back with more DL Community Calendar right after this. Hi, welcome back to DL Community Calendar. I'm here once again with Corinne Frank. Hello. You've got your flag, looking festive. Great. Okay, so it's Detroit Lakes Christian Women's Club again is having a luncheon, which is coming up on Wednesday, May 8th from 12 to 1:30 at the Holiday Inn. Tell us a little bit about what the theme is this month, Corinne.
Well, our theme is from showers to flowers, so we hope there'll be flowers. And our speaker this month is Judy Jones. She's from Flandreau, South Dakota. She's a nurse practitioner and manager of her county food pantry. Her title of her message is Trials, Troubles, and Triumph. And she's had a lot of downers in her life. She is well acquainted with adversity. As a child, she felt abandoned when her parents divorced. She was a teen mother and lived with family dynamics affected by alcohol. After finding happiness in her second marriage, her husband was struck with cancer, and she was left a widow. But Judy's story is not about trouble, however. It's about finding the power to overcome adversity. And being it's May Memorial Month, we will be singing a few patriotic songs.
All right. Sounds good. Okay, Detroit Lakes Christian Women's Club, from showers to flowers, delicious luncheon, Wednesday, May 8th, 12 to 1:30, Holiday Inn, Detroit Lakes. Cost is $12.50, which is all inclusive. And did you want some phone numbers for people to call?
Yes. Call Esther at 847-5443. And we do have nursery. When we made these cards, we weren't sure about the nursery, but call Diane if you need nursery to take care of your kids or your grandchildren. Her number is 849-2165.
Okay, and Esther again is 847-5443. All right, and anything else you wanted to share about that?
Well, our sponsor is Thrivent Financial. So we have a different sponsor every month, but we appreciate them all.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. And again, Detroit Lakes Christian Women's Club, Wednesday, May 8th from 12 to 1:30 at the Holiday Inn. Thank you, and we'll be back with more Community Calendar right after this. Hi, welcome back to more DL Community Calendar. I'm here with Dave Hohalter. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. Okay, so Dave is with the Eagles. He's got a lot of stuff to talk about. So the Eagles theme, people helping people, which is true when you see this list of good stuff happening. So talk to me about the first one. May 10th, 7 o'clock, Elvis and the Bodyguard.
Yes, that's right. We have Elvis and the Bodyguard coming to the Eagles Club on May 10th at 7 p.m. And it's Monty Ashmore, who's a famous impersonator, that'll be there for that evening. And in addition, we have Jerry, the King of Karaoke. We'll have karaoke that night. So all those karaoke folks that are invited to come down and enjoy the evening also.
Great. And so what does the money, so what are the costs and what is all that involved?
There's no admission fee. Just come on in and have a refreshment or a snack and go from there.
Okay. And it's open to anybody? Like, do you have to be a Eagles?
Nope. It's open to the public. So it's an open to the public type event, and so everybody's welcome.
Great. Okay. And then you've got May 14th, volunteer orientation training, 6 p.m., Holiday Inn. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, Let's Go Fishing program where we take seniors and veterans and youth and disadvantaged other individuals out on fishing trips or scenic excursions. And on May 14th, we have our volunteer orientation and training at 6 p.m. at the Holiday Inn. So all of our current volunteers, our new volunteers, and prospective people that might be interested in volunteering and taking these people out on our 25-foot pontoon, please stop down that day, May May 14th at 6 p.m., and we'll go over all the details you need to know about what the Let's Go Fishing program does and how it works. And they can go to the website to see more information, which is www.lgfws.detroitlakes.com. And any other phone number information you need to call, you can call 218-847-5670.
All right. I love that Let's Go Fishing program because I've been when I was an AIS inspector, I feel like I've been everywhere, right? I got to see them coming on the lake and they're so thrilled and happy. And a lot of people don't get out and do this kind of thing. And the volunteers also were like having a blast.
Yeah, it's a special memory event for everybody, the volunteers and the clients that go out, and they just have a great time out there, and they tell stories, and they visit with the volunteers, and you can see the smiles on their face. It's a great program for all. So if anybody ever has any questions, they can call Let's Go Fishing at 847-5670.
I mean, what a way. They say they want more people to volunteer in life. What a way to volunteer. Like, hey, we're going to volunteer by go sitting on a lake and fishing and just visiting with people. That's great. Like, you get to feel good about yourself and do something really fun, right? Great. Okay, so that again, the Let's Go Fishing training is May 14th at the Holiday Inn at 6 o'clock p.m., 847-5670 or lgfws.detroitlakes.com. For the website. And don't forget the Elvis and Bodyguard, May 10th at 7 o'clock. And that's, where's that located again?
It's at the Eagles Club right on Holmes Street, downtown Detroit Lakes.
All right, there's two great events, training and an event coming up. And that'll do it for Community Calendar this week. If you would like to feature your nonprofit event or activity coming up, contact Abby at 847-5624.